At 70 years old, Martha Reynolds could do something most people her age wouldn't even attempt. Every morning, before the sun had risen, she laced up her well-worn running shoes, tied her silver hair in a tight ponytail, and ran 5 miles through her quiet neighborhood. Neighbors watched in quiet awe as she passed by, her stride smooth, her breath steady, her posture proud. She didn't jog, she ran, shoulders back, head high, knees lifting like someone 30 years younger. At first, people assumed she had only just started. They thought maybe she was trying to fight off the slow creep of aging. But she wasn't fighting it. She had outrun it years ago. Martha wasn't always like this. At 58, she'd been sedentary, struggling with blood pressure and joint pain. Her knees ached from years of sitting behind a desk. Her back hurt from inactivity more than activity. One day, she looked at herself in the mirror and asked a question no one had ever asked her before. What would happen if I started living like I wasn't aging? It wasn't a midlife crisis. It was a decision. She began walking, then slowly built her strength. At 62, she entered her first 5K. At 65, she ran her first half marathon. Now, at 70, she was the local legend, the reverser, they called her at the community center gym. What set Martha apart wasn't just her physical ability. It was the way she refused to let her age define her limits. When people said, "You're too old to be doing that," she smiled and said, "Am I? Or are you too young to be giving up?" Scientists often talk about biological age, the age your body feels and functions at, versus chronological age. Martha was proof that they don't always match. Her doctor, astonished by her fitness, once told her, "Your heart, your lungs, your muscle tone, they all belong to someone in their 40s." Her secret wasn't magic or genetics or a miracle diet. It was something simpler: consistency, mindset, and a fierce unwillingness to give up. She ate well but didn't obsess. She trained but knew when to rest. And perhaps most importantly, she believed with absolute certainty that movement was a form of rebellion against decay. One cool spring morning, a local news crew came to interview her. They asked what her goal was. She replied, "To keep aging in reverse until I meet myself on the other side." The anchor laughed, not sure if she was joking. Martha just smiled. She wasn't trying to cheat time. She was just refusing to let it dictate who she could be. And so, every morning, Martha ran. Not away from aging, but toward a version of herself untouched by fear, untouched by limitations. Most 70-year-olds couldn't do what she did. But Martha didn't want to be like most. She wanted to be proof that the clock might tick forward, but you don't always have to follow.